Welcome back, everybody, to Earnest Evans. Supposedly we're in, like, the Gobi Desert right now, but this is really looking more like underneath the poison jungle in Nausicaa. I mean, we even have, like, the Omu there, which is kind of weird. This is a really tough level, actually, because it's really hard not to get hit. You just kind of have to rush through it as quickly as possible. Especially since your health is probably already drained from the previous level. See, look, that is totally right out of Nausicaa. It's okay, though. Now we go up against this thing that I have no idea what it is. Just prepare for one of the best designed things in a game. What is it? I don't know, but it makes me laugh. And then Earnest died by rolling down the stairs. Poor guy. So yeah, that just happened. Alright, so we are going for this ancient tablet of power or something. As we know from Indiana Jones, absolutely nothing can go wrong when you try to grab an ancient artifact from where it's sitting. So, this will go well. Oh, yep. It's okay, she's wearing rubber gloves. I think this thing's supposed to be like the Elder Sign or something. I don't know. Yeah, rubber gloves. It worked for Ash in episode 1 of Pokemon. Well, at least we have this now. Oh, she put it back down, so now he's gonna have to pick it up again. Not good. Oh, so maybe that makes more sense. Maybe that's the slab, and the other thing was the Necronomicon, so that's why it got taken twice. Anyways, apparently now we have to go rescue Siegfried because he got captured or something, I guess. I hope that's actually the Titanic, but I don't think they actually mention it. That would be pretty great, though, if there was a Titanic level. But alas. So anyways, we're supposed to be going after El Capone now. Alright, so we'll just go back across the Pacific Ocean. Because again, we don't ever want to go around the globe in a way that makes sense, so... Although in this case, I think we were just going to Mexico, so it's fine. By the way, another one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen is coming up pretty quick, but I think we got a level first. Yeah. So for those of you that live in Mexico, this is kind of what it looks like, right? I imagine. Woo! So great. This is another level it's very easy to die on, so you gotta be pretty careful. There's a part where you have to jump into the water, as we'll see, and these piranhas will latch onto you. And you have to actually hit the piranhas while they're on you, but that can be kind of tricky to do depending on where they end up latching on, so you can potentially get stuck here and automatically die, which is just a great bit of game design. But I got him with that weird rock on the end of a stick, whatever. Come on, you can do it. Never mind. So yeah, I'd recommend just staying out of the water as much as possible. And then this thing. See, the whole using multiple sprites for the same character works when it's like a large boss enemy. Maybe not so well when it's supposed to be your main character. Oh, and there he goes. Woo! And now, I'm getting some Jumanji vibes, maybe? That's the closest thing I can think of. Got him. Okay, ready? Ready? Terror times for the uninitiated. Iron Maiden Live, yes. I love in these games where, in like Japanese media, where they'll just take random English text that they found somewhere and put it. I mean, it's the same concept as like shirts in the US that have, you know, Chinese or Japanese writing on them. They probably don't say anything, but they just look cool. I basically died the first time I saw that Iron Maiden Live. Do happen to be an Iron Maiden fan after all. And now we're here. For some reason. Earnest looks like he's very clearly regretting his decision to take a raft down this horrible river. Anyway, it was actually basically glossed over that Al Capone was dealt with by the American authorities during that last cutscene. So that whole Al Capone thing went on behind the scenes. Alright, so on this level, if you actually jump up from here, you win. Because like a previous level, it actually loops vertically. But we're going to go ahead and go through the entire level. You really want to try and get through here taking as little damage as possible, because there is a boss fight next that is fairly difficult. It just looks so funny. And now we really will see the level looping. It is really disorientating. So start to see those little bubble things come from the opposite side of the screen. At least they didn't do an air meter. That would have just made this impossible. This last few levels is actually pretty unforgiving in terms of not giving you a lot of help. Get him! You kind of wonder why we're even bothering to fight this fish, but whatever. I mean, I assume that if we just didn't come in the water here, it wouldn't have bothered us. Alright. Woo! Woo! Alright. You really start to get some Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes as we go into the last section here, especially the ending. But this is the final level, and it is a tricky one. It's basically a multi-boss fight kind of thing. The best you can do here is try to hit the eyeballs as quickly as possible, because they will just keep shooting you. And then run away, because it breaks open into more eyeballs, but you don't have to fight them. And this is supposed to be, what's his name from earlier? Ulrich, I guess. He's rather large for some reason. But hey, no body shaming here. He's also like a dragon or something. He is a dragon. More dragon than I. And now for Hostur. Got a little bit of life left, so I think we're going to be okay. I say I think, but this is actually pre-recorded, and then I'm commentating on it afterwards, so I know we're going to be okay, but hey. Now this is the part where I tell you this game is actually part of a trilogy, and oh yeah, you know we're going to be doing the other games in the series. We will see Hostur in one of the other games, in fact. The main trick here is just try not to get hit, because you do take a ton of damage. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Good news is if you continue, it does just start you off exactly where you are, so not that big a deal. But I want to get through it without using continues, so. Ooh. Yeah! There he goes. See, this is kind of similar to Raiders of the Lost Ark, I would say. Anyways, Annette's got to, like, cast a spell now to prevent Hostur's awakening, even though I think I just defeated Hostur, so I don't know. Maybe we should be doing something about this instead of just sitting here watching. And during that whole time where they were having this little, like, pep rally, they probably wasted quite a bit of time there. Namu, 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 namu. Not such a great job with the lip syncing in this game, I will say. By the power of Grayskull? Yeah. Uh-oh. We also took the entire world with us, apparently. Now this part is a little bit more Last Crusade-esque. We gotta make our way out of the crumbling canyon. Now what's somewhat surprising is Ernest Evans, despite being one of the greatest characters in all of media, is only playable in this one game. He's actually a supporting character in the other two of the series. Oh, and Siegfried's gone. Oh well, we won't dwell on it. The great part right here, by the way, is she's like, oh, I fulfilled my job as a priestess, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do now. And then he's like, oh, well, actually, I'm looking for an assistant / housekeeper. Thanks, Earnest. She's like, you know, I just saved the world. The housekeeper thing, maybe, whatever. It was a different time, huh? And then we get that whole anime laugh thing as it pans up to the sky. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, we'll be doing the other two games in the series where you actually play as Annette. It's kind of interesting. But first, we have to see this awesome end cutscene. It's pretty great. So she ended up getting out of all the trouble, but she's still working for Al Capone, supposedly. And here we go. President Calvin Coolidge. He decides that Necronomicon was too much power, too much responsibility, and America has no use for such a thing. Not now, nor for the wars that may be yet to come. Now, one of the great things is that, as I looked it up, apparently Coolidge is not, his voice actor is not credited in the credits, which the only explanation I can think of is that they actually got Calvin Coolidge to do the voice of himself, which is pretty awesome. Don't know how they managed to pull that one off, but hey. And there goes the tablet. Probably could have sold that. Made a lot of money, but hey, it's fine. And that, my friends, was Ernest Evans. One of my favorites. It's actually pretty terrible, but it's actually pretty awesome. Think of it as sort of the Sharknado of games, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, I love it. I think you should give it a shot. There's always that normal route that we go when we want to play old games that you can't really find anywhere, that I won't mention, but you all know what it is. But also the game is not really that expensive if you want to buy a physical copy. It is available on the Genesis, or the Mega Drive, where they basically changed nothing because they knew the game was already perfect. But they did take out the cutscenes, which is kind of a shame. So play the Mega CD version if you want to see the cutscenes. But yeah, that was Ernest Evans. Definitely going to be doing some of the other ones. There are two other ones. This was actually the second in the series, but I wanted to start with it because it obviously is one of the most wonderful things. I hope you all have enjoyed. And on that note, actually, I'm going to be doing some more of this style of games, sort of the forgotten, or at least games that are now sort of cult games. Stuff like Valis, or games along those lines, if you've heard of those. Because it's something that I've come to really enjoy. In addition to, the other normal stuff that I do. So, anyways, I'm basically going to leave you with the credits. I hope y'all have enjoyed this one. A little step back in time to a period when Indiana Jones ripoffs were a thing and Calvin Coolidge was president and Al Capone was still around. So weird. Anyways, like I said, leave you with the credits. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you very soon on the next one. Till then.